Hi, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions, and today we're going to talk about why you should still take a concealed carry course even though Ohio is a permitless or constitutional carry state. But what is constitutional carry or permitless carry? Well, two terms for the same thing. It literally means that if you would qualify for an Ohio concealed handgun license, or CHL, not CCW, it technically is a concealed handgun license, you'd be able to carry legally as long as you are 21 years or older and do not have anything that would disqualify you from carrying that firearm. So there's a lot of different disqualifiers, and we can talk about that on another video, or check with your local sheriff's office would be even better. But why should you do this class? If you don't have to have it, then why should you spend the money to do it? Well, there's a lot of reasons, honestly. So let's look at reciprocity and travel first, okay? So if we're looking at reciprocity and travel, nobody stays in their home state all the time. And if you're traveling, you might want to take your firearm with you. And Ohio has reciprocity with like 40 different states, including Pennsylvania, Michigan, Kentucky, Indiana, just the states that surround us, okay? And because we are so close here in Northeast Ohio to Pittsburgh or to Detroit or over to Fort Wayne, Indiana, there's a lot of reasons why you should go ahead and have that concealed handgun license, just for the reciprocity alone. Okay, so it allows you to travel. Okay, in the last year, I have traveled quite a bit, right? So I've been to Georgia twice, and Texas as well, and flown. Last year in the fall, went down to Kansas. We went through multiple states, right? And so having that reciprocity was a big deal of being able to keep that firearm on me during those trips. And that helps, right? So, but let's look at the training aspect. If for some reason you were in a self-defense situation and your training background got questioned, do you want to say that you don't have any at all? Or do you want to say that, hey, at least I took a concealed handgun class, and I took it with this person, and I took it with somebody who's willing to testify to what they taught you in that class, so that it kind of helps you look like you had some sense about it, and you had some knowledge of what use of force looks like and when to use deadly force. If you don't have that and you've just read stuff online and listened to the people online, even some of the mainstream media stories can really get you in trouble. So you need to be educated on this stuff to help keep you out of trouble on that. Okay? Say you go to purchase a firearm in particular, let's say you want to do it on Black Friday, okay, which tends to be a very busy day for firearm sales, and which means the next check system gets backed up. Let's say that you normally purchase a firearm, you don't have any problems normally, but you have a common name, okay? And if you have a common name, you could potentially get delayed while they check and make sure that you are who you say you are, and that you're not some other guy with the same name, okay? As an example, there in the town I live in, there's 2 or 3 others that have my same name, okay? So, and that's just in the town that I live in. Having that concealed handgun license serves as your background check with most dealers, where they don't have to run the background check. You'll fill out the 4473. They'll make a copy of your driver's license or state ID, a copy of your Ohio CHL. You'll pay your bill and you'll be on your way. That saves time and a lot of headache. And in all honesty, maybe some embarrassment too. Because I've seen people that were totally good to purchase a firearm, but get stuck up in something like that because they had a common name. So, think about that too. That's a big help with that, right? Now, here's the one that everybody seems to want to overlook or they're not aware of, and that's school safety zones. People think, well, if I can carry in Ohio without a permit, then I'm not restricted on where I can go. Well, that's not true. Not only the no gun areas like private businesses that post those signs or things like that, but school safety zones. In Ohio, if you have a valid Ohio concealed handgun license, you can enter a school zone with a firearm, loaded, chambered on your person, as long as you do not exit the vehicle. Now that school zone typically is 1,000 feet surrounding a school building, which may be outside of the 20-mile-an-hour speed signs. Okay, so if you enter that and you convey a firearm into a school zone and you get stopped because you're doing 5 miles over in a 20-mile-an-hour zone, or your tail lights out, or you've got an expired plate, or whatever it might be, okay, and you get caught with a firearm and you are just traveling through that school zone, you can be charged with a 5th-degree felony for just possessing that firearm in a school safety zone. But let's say you forget that, you're running behind someday and you forget you've got your gun on you, you don't even think about it, but you got to go pick up your kids from school. And you enter that parking lot, there's no question that you had intent of entering that school property at that point. Is it worth exercising your Second Amendment right, because you don't want a state permit, you don't want a government permission slip, to get caught in a school zone with a firearm and commit a felony when you didn't have any intent of doing anything bad? Is it worth it? I don't think it is. And if you think it is, well, maybe you need to rethink it. Okay? So be aware of those things. Now, we get a lot of people that they want to take the concealed carry class, but they haven't decided on which firearm that they want to purchase, or even if they totally want to go down the route of concealed carry. That's perfectly fine. We do have firearms that you can use, like these HK pistols that are sitting here in front of me, of different sizes, and you are welcome to use them, in class. In fact, if you have not purchased a firearm yet, we highly recommend that you try some different things before you go spend your hard-earned money. Okay, HK provides these firearms for us for classes, for you guys to use. Please take advantage of that. Don't waste your money. So I hope that helps you out on why you should take these classes. I mean, our classes are quite small. We only do 4 people at a time, so it's a very low student to instructor ratio, so that you can get the very most out of this class. Take care of yourself, be safe, and we really hope to see you in one of our classes soon.